Oh, it's a bike VIDS, so open your lids, kids. Oh, pump on the brake in the back caskets. It's a bike VIDS. It's time to stop or flop, cause your bike's in the shop, and the next best thing on a hold-on block is a bike VIDS. So open your lids, kids. Oh, it's time to switch gears and open your ears to bike VIDS. Now you subscribe and like, y'all here.
But yeah, I'm literally exhausted right now, which is kind of concerning. I see people like going on like some pre-rides, you know, again, you know, it is a race, but it doesn't matter, so I shouldn't care. But yeah, I'm exhausted. My plan at this point is get a good night's sleep. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed at like 5 o'clock. I don't even care. Hey folks, welcome back to Bike Vids. I'm hoping to tell you a little bit about my experience at this year's Lost and Found 100-mile gravel race up in Portola, California. I don't have race footage. I was focused, not on filming. So if you're looking for that, look elsewhere. If for some reason you are just curious about one man's experience, you could continue watching. This was my longest off-road event. As you know, off-road miles are generally harder than on-road miles. So I was a little nervous going into it, but I also basically wanted to like race it and push myself to the maximum. I've been working on some nutrition changes in kind of my longer distance events, and so I was excited to go into this. Morning, folks. It's about 6 a.m. Ride starts in a couple hours. I slept pretty good here in the van, given that there's a pretty active rail line across, literally right across the river here in front of me. Freight line, I think, or maybe the Amtrak comes through here. I don't know. So a couple hours before the race, basically gotta drink coffee, gotta walk around, gotta poop. Those are the things that you do before an event. Generally, I would describe the Lost and Found as long, fast, windy, and flat prone. So that's generally how I would describe this event. There is definitely some climbing. I think there's maybe 8,300 or 8,500 feet of climbing, but it feels, because of the miles, it does feel pretty spread out. There's a lot of really just like fast, you know, off-road, fire road, kind of rolling hill fire road stuff, which is really cool. We don't have a ton of that in the amount of miles that were up there around here in Santa Cruz. So that was really, really fun, just to kind of be out in the forest and kind of doing some of those faster miles. The ride started with a really long climb right off the bat. I think possibly 8, 9, 10, not more than 10, you know, 8, 9, or 10 miles. And for me, that's like, it's kind of like the perfect start. That's my comfort zone. I'm like more than happy to start the day with a really long climb. Something funny, you know, as the climb was happening, you know, I feel like also this is the start, right? So people are kind of getting dispersed. There's people passing, people falling back, and as I was kind of moving through the crowds, you know, I would hear kind of people being like, you know, don't you think people are really kind of going for it right now, or they're going like too hard right now? And I thought about that a lot, you know, but I think that we only think that when we are incapable of going hard, I guess, or going faster, and it's 100% relative. So later in the day, I'm following a gentleman, don't know who you were on a 9er, and I was like, what is wrong with this person? Why is this person going so hard? And why I was asking myself that question is because I knew that I could not keep up with them. And so I knew that for me there'd be some dark miles, basically probably like from mile like 60 to 80 or longer, where it was just like, shit man, like been out here a long time enjoying myself, but 100 miles, you know, it's a long off-road adventure. And so for those miles I was really trying to just think about conserving energy. However, for a lot of those miles there was some pretty strong headwinds. On road, there was some road sections, and then also on some gravel climbs, and I could not find the right group to work with to save some energy in those situations. And I could just only think like, wow, what about people that went through those sections in a good group? Like how, I don't want to say fresh they would feel, but like, God, how much just like, you know, energy they must have saved. At the end of the ride, I had a little bit of a mechanical problem. I did end up finishing, but I'm going to put out a little video about that. I had some problems with my rear wheel, basically not spinning, which is obviously a problem on a bicycle. Hey folks, it's over. The Lost and Found is over. Would I do the Lost and Found again? Sure. I feel like I will do everything again and again. It was long. I feel like I don't necessarily need or want to be out there on an event, an off-road event, like that long. So, you know, there is a 60-mile route, but also I'm not one to choose the smaller route. I don't know why. You know, so I would probably do the Lost and Found again, maybe with some friends. I went up there solo, and maybe if I had a crew by VIDS team. I got 16th place in my age division with my mechanical, with maybe pushing myself a little faster through a few rest stops where I actually felt like I did kind of need to stop for a minute or two. I probably could have, just through that alone, moved up a spot or two, but that's about it. So that's where I was in terms of my fitness, and honestly, like, that was me giving it all, my all. I was not like saving anything, and so it felt good to just lay it all out there, and that's where I came in, 16th. Anyway, peace. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're out riding your bikes and having fun and being safe. And until next time, ciao. Lucky man, he was.